Welcome everyone. We are here for a D&D 5 edition session for the group Unnamed Adventures Guild. My name is Lionel. I'm going to be the DM. Let's present our players and their characters, starting for the eldest one in the guild. That will be Elwin.
I'm Matt playing Elwin, and he's Wood Elf monk. He's very basic, simple kind of person. He is currently having Estra watch over the construction of his monastery so he can earn money to pay for that monastery because he owes the guild money because he got them to put up the money for the land. So, doesn't really wears pants, doesn't really wear a shirt. He has longbow on his and quiver on his waist, and there doesn't really carry a lot of stuff.
Okay, the next one will be Carrick.
I'm Gerald Dempsey. I'll be playing Carrick, 6th level paladin. He's a high elf. He's wearing splint mail, and he carries a shield with his holy symbol on it. And his primary weapon is the longsword, though he does have several daggers concealed for emergencies. And he is still on the mission to fulfill his prophecy.
The next one will be Caradoc.
My name is Eric. I'm playing Caradoc, a Furbog druid. He's Circle of the Moon. He likes to spend time in his animal forms, his beast shapes, during the majority of battle. He considers himself a frontline combatant in that way. Beyond that, he has a pet direwolf of a sort. And when not in form, he usually is either using a scimitar or quarterstaff to beat things up. He started getting some damage spells recently, though, so we might see some of those come out today.
Okay, and the last one will be our first level character, first time in the guild, Throak. Have you already introduced this character to the games?
I have not. This is Throak, his first showing.
Okay, can you describe your character and how he arrived to the city of Illumina and the Unnamed Adventures Guild? Along with it, please.
Well, was basically expelled from his clan due to his intractability and general annoyance. He was actually born Dane Rumenine, but his father gave him the surname the Vexatious because, just an intelligent guy, always using big words for no reason, and he was just always a problem for everyone else. And since his dad decided to give him a name, then he took a brutish half-orc name of Throak, since then I can give me a name too. That row is what caused his expulsion from the from the clan. He's currently essentially penniless, but he's amass strength and power through more than just strength. So he basically just has his regular clothes on and a spell book with a few spells that a wandering elf who kind of introduced him to magic gave him, and he's looking to amass knowledge and power.
Okay, so your character arrived at the city, and because he overheard from this elf that there was a guild in the city that easily hire um, adventurers or mercenaries to work for the guild, and it basically was a really easy way to get money. And once your character were used to Illumina, there were a lot of people that he could learn from and hone his wizard skills. Basically, all of you have heard of the what the merchants are trying to do with the continuous hazards through. Let me share the map. So, for those who still do not know, Illumina is based on our trade. Merchants decide to re-establish the city in there over some ruins that were in there, and their main way to prosper is through the economy, the merchants and stuff like that. So basically they are having enough of the troubles that prevent the communication between Camisna down south and Illumina, so they decided to create a series of outposts through this range to get a better idea where the cargoes or the supplies get lost, and provide places for the caravans to rest and resupply, and change of guards, see the guards are tired, etc., etc. They have been making for the past half month their first settlement in here, 3 days from Illumina. Of course, they are they're having negotiation with Camisna, and Camisna insists to with the outposts. So you all decide to try it out, and you are already there in the outposts, in the outpost or the starting outpost, and you see a lot of people from various races, mostly human, of course, but there are some Goliaths that they are not so common in Lumina, and some half-orcs, and they are in there working and making lifting the walls, and the small cabin is already growing. Basically, the message what the message said was that they were afraid that because that the outpost will be attacked because the last few days they have been looking up in the sky as a series of creatures flying uh, from mountain to mountain, from I don't remember the word for with set of mountains to this set of mountains, uh, going back and forth, and they have been seeing some troubles, really uh, weird, those creatures clashing in the sky and then retreating, and they want you to investigate it and solve it. But the first priority is to know what is going on. Uh, 1, 2, 3. So the output is around here. It's close to this hill. In there, you see there is a group of about 10 guards with the uniform of Illumina. And there are a couple of merchants that finally have arrived to survey, to check the things how are going on. And one of the merchants salutes you all and brings you back to its tent, to his tent. Yes, you are all from the guild, right?
Yes,
Yes, we are.
Of course. Okay. So I am assuming that you have heard all the minor stuff that we sent in the request. I'm heard that your guild master, Pincus the gnome, is a very resourceful and methodic uh, a person. Uh, uh, Basically, what we want is for you to go to the east and check the area. We are not asking you to engage right now, but we are having troubles and with all that sites, and the people is beginning to get scared, so it's not good for the outpost. Do you have any questions before I give you the specifics of the area?
So we're just being asked to scout out the area. Is that correct?
First, yes, but it is supposed for you to come back and tell us what is going on so we can decide, get a better idea, and give you the rest of the orders if we decide that it's too dangerous to let those creatures keep still be alive around.
Okay. So out of character real quick, as we were leaving the city of Illumina, I would have called my dire wolf, and he's going to be with us.
Okay.
Talmeric, that's his name.
If you please post the name in the chat so I do not get lost on it. Does any one of you have any other questions?
I think that was pretty much the only question I had. And he asked it, so.
Yeah, I've got a familiar also. Owl, but I just call him Owl.
Holy moly, that's a lot of
Other than
information.
that,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can thank Alex for that. He, I guess he had some free time on his hands.
Okay, so I am not going to use all that. You are going to roll for your character, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And the wolf.
Sure, no problem. I've got all the roles for all the different forms I can turn into already built as macros, and that includes his. So,
Okay. So basically, since none of you has more questions, he's going to tell you that the sightings have been looked around uh, from what they could gather. The sighting, the retreatment are around this group of mountains. If anyone, no, you have two clerics, two druids. You will guess that it will take you about 4 days. 1 day to get to the mountains and 3 to scoop the area. If you decide to go this way or go, if you decide to boldly go to the other side, there is another that possibility is good as well in his side, and take 1 day of walking and another 3 days to scoop to get the area, and then 1 day to go back from each side.
So
Of
basically,
course,
it's a 5-day round trip by the time we do what we need to do and come back.
yes. Yeah, it's a general idea of how much time would be the scout. How will this much is the scout will last? It
Or
might be
I
more or less. Sorry.
was just making sure I understood correctly.
Yes. So basically 5 days. Um. He says, of course, he mentions the reward for the scout. There is going to be 100 per each one of you, and after you come back with information, they will arrange for another reward to see how this must be solved. If for any chance you manage to solve the issue before you come back, you can come back to him, and he will negotiate with you a proper reward based on what you tell him. That happened, and of course he will require proofs, but that's common. That's common knowledge, at least for those who have been on the guild. So the settlement has no shop. It only has like will be a tent where the injured and sick are being treated or get treated. Do you want to do something in the camp, or should we just proceed to the scout?
I'm ready to scout.
same here.
Okay. Can you please? Who is proficient in survival?
I am.
Okay. Eh, eh, you can go ahead and roll a survival to get a good spot of entry through the mountains.
Okay.
If someone else wants to assist, go ahead and roll a survival
18.
18. Oh, that's good enough. So basically, after the day of walking to the mountains, you take a rest. No one comes to bother you, strangely. You know that this area is known for its hazards.
Are we doing we're doing a long rest?
Yes.
All right. Before we go to sleep, I'm gonna cast Goodberry, because they last for like a day, and so I'm gonna cast them in reserve.
And I would cast Alarm as a ritual before we go to sleep.
Which ritual?
Cosmo. Alarm?
Oh, alarm. Yeah, okay. Yes, you set all your stuff. You spend the night. You wake up in the morning, finish and prepare your stuff. And the weird thing is that in that moment, knowing that this area is dangerous, nothing comes to you. No one tries to steal from you. Nothing.
It's not that weird. I've got a 900-pound dire wolf, and I'm a giant.
Yeah. Even when you talk to him. Okay.
Let's just put it all out there.
And that morning, you begin to expect an easy enough to get an entry. It's a pendant, a way hidden through some rocks, bushes, and stuff. But you can all walk through the way, through the passage easily, and begin to enter the mountains area. Let's roll for the first day. That will be nature or investigation, whoever has any of those can roll.
I have investigation.
You said nature or investigation?
Yes, that's lore. You are recalling lore about nature, the natural resources, how the animals.
Okay, so I'm going to burn a spell. I'm going to cast Enhance Abilities Intelligence on myself.
Okay.
And then I will do Nature with advantage, giving me a 21.
Wow. And what about the
That's a heck
investigation?
of a lot better than the 9 I got. Investigation.
Okay. It takes you a while to decide for the investigation. Nothing seems strange enough. But with the lore you have about nature, you recall that those big birds or creatures will have to get a higher ground, and any big creature for an easy protection and easy scout the area here, they prefer higher ground, also to protect their offspring. So you will have to escalate, and but with a roll, you get a really good idea of the spots where those creatures will be.
And I'm sorry, just it's my own fault, but I didn't catch previously. So specifically, we're looking for some type of large bird. I missed that previously. Is that right?
Flying creatures, of course, the description it gives you makes you believe that there's could be birds, but since they were really up in the sky, they could not guarantee that. That's basically your job: investigate what is going on, what kind of creatures are
Okay.
that sort.
Do I see any signs of animals nearby?
Up here, you begin to see that some animals are still there. Um, Basically, the basic mountain animals, goats, some birds, small birds. I don't know. Maybe bears.
Do I see a small bird nearby, perhaps?
Sure, you see a bunch of birds, small birds.
Okay. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically ask little ones, have you seen any large, flying predators or creatures?
The answer to you, yes, a lot. But we have seen a lot of activity recently. Uh, uh, but you should talk to the humans in the sorry. They do not say humans; they say humanoids.
Hmm.
In the area, they know more about it.
Okay.
But from when you ask them humanoids, the description they give you is not exactly of the people that has been coming and going in the settlement.
Can
Only most.
they tell me where these other humanoids are? How to find them?
Let me check. After a moment, one of them says, "I can take you there."
All right. So I'm going to turn back to the group at this point and basically relay what I heard. And I'm going to say, I can go ahead and scout it out. I can turn into one of these small birds. They'll never know I was there, and see what it is that they're talking about. If you guys want to, wait here or follow a distance behind that won't trip off, any warnings to these folks.
Well, if you're
If
going to
you'd
be in
like,
the
Owl
sky,
can go with you, and then I can immediately reply. Tell everybody what's going on.
Who can go with me? I'm sorry. You're familiar?
My familiar.
You're familiar.
Where was saying Gerald? Sorry.
well, I was just saying, if he's going to be flying, we could follow him from a pretty good distance because we could keep a pretty good visual and without being too
Out of
close.
character, I'm mistaken. I don't have fly speed yet. So I'd have to turn into something like a squirrel or whatever that could
Yeah, in that
be
case,
conspicuous.
maybe we can scout around a little bit.
If you were to turn into a mouse or a squirrel, then Owl could theoretically carry you.
Just as long as Al doesn't theoretically eat me.
He shouldn't eat you. Good about not eating people he's not supposed to. But not 100%. He's good. He's a good owl, but not a great owl.
Yeah, so why don't I do that? I can Hold on a second. Let me check one thing before I say this with certainty.
Doesn't Elwin have anything to say about it? Or
Probably better to follow behind you just in case you run into trouble and you're like 300 away from us. It kind of means you have to deal with anything that comes up alone.
Right.
Well, I would prefer to keep Owl within 100 yards or so of me, just for general purposes. I don't like him getting too far away.
Yeah. So why don't we? I'll turn into a mouse, and I can explain all of this to the little bird and to my direwolf, and say, "Here's what we're doing. Direwolf, stay with them, protect them if they get attacked," and I'll turn into a mouse, and the owl can follow the bird, and we can see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully pick you up as a mouse, and then look at Owl and say, "Remember, we're not supposed to eat him. No eating. I'll give you a snack later if you don't try and eat him. No
you're familiar? Yeah, you're familiar. Which kind of aura gives?
Say again?
The familiars give an aura. It's either celestial, fey, or fiend.
Celestial.
Okay. Based on that, the celestial turns back at you and answers to you, "I don't need to eat mouse. I drain energy from the cosmos."
I understand that, but remember the last time you ate the mouse I didn't want you to eat.
Yeah.
That mouse was supposed to be delivering a message.
Well, I needed him to meet as a decoy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just saying, just don't eat this one, okay? He's really a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, I know it's your friend.
Or I'll give the mouse to Owl, and off they go.
Okay. So the owl takes the mouse in its claws and try not to hurt him. And the bird begins to fly. Are the others following? You say
Yep.
you wanted. Okay. So basically, it takes you 1 hour, and I think that's how much last is the transformation from the druid.
2 hours at this level.
Okay. It takes you an hour or so, and they take your really high set. This is you get this conversation at in the middle of the day of the second day of travel, and when you arrive, you begin to see a small settlement in one platform inside the mountains. Really, if you were not being guided by the bird, it will be really hard to find that. In fact, the other three characters lose you for a moment, and are what they see is bushes and rocks really big that they cannot pass through easily. And the bird chips and stands on a branch of a tree inside the camp, where on the outside of the camp, and looks at you. You can understand the bird anymore.
No, I can't.
And chips a couple of times and begins to clean her its feathers.
So, what do I see? And this is a settlement, but are these humans? Are they goblins? I mean, what
Yeah.
creatures are inhabiting this settlement?
You see smaller than average humanoids, and when the owl gets you a bit closer, you see what it will be halflings.
Halflings. Okay.
Yes, a group of halflings.
Okay. I'm trying to think. How tall? How tall are halflings?
I think
Pretty
you're
short.
considered
I
medium.
understand that, but I mean specifically, I need to know how many feet tall they are.
I cannot access
Yeah, give me a
the
minute.
information right now.
I'm looking it up. 3 feet. No, I can't get that small. I was gonna try the Furbog disguise spell, but I can't get that small as a humanoid.
Um,
Sorry.
say, are you? You know that your familiar Throwback, you feel your familiar communicating to you and saying that they have stopped and they are looking at a camp or some sorts.
I'd like to perceive through my familiar's eyes, see what my familiar sees.
Sure, you sit near a rock and your body goes limp, your eyes go white, and you begin to see from where through the eyes of your familiar, and there are a couple of
I'd like to narrate what I see to everyone else standing around.
you can't wait. I'm not sure that the spell allows that.
Oh, I thought it did. I was saying narrate to the people, like I'm
for
seeing
flavor,
it.
For flavor, and just this time until I go and check. Let's say that you can do that, but
Okay.
like half mumbling, you say what you can. Basically, it's a bunch of tents. Uh, they do not appear to be the common tents, but made from uh, uh, things from the nature, leaves, big chunks of wood or branches. Really, really, really. I don't know how to say it. Like will be eco-friendly. Let's put it that way.
Rustic.
Yeah, rustic, really rustic. But they are well made, and you see a bunch of halflings going through the tents and doing what would be normal chores.
2 questions for you, DM. One, and this is more point of order. According to the Find Familiar spell, for him to be able to do all this, he'd have to be within 100 feet. Is that your intention? Is he that close?
He will be just at the range.
Okay.
Say, did he like to keep them within 100 feet?
So basically, the reason because you cannot pass is because there are a lot of rocks blocking the way.
Ah.
I'd like to
Go Go ahead.
After we've gotten a good view and kind of tried to get a decent count of how many halflings are there, I'd like to go ahead and call Owl back.
Roll perception for your owl, not yours. Your owl. If he has advantage, roll advantage. If not, it just normal perception.
Perception. All right, just 1 second. Let me, +3. Advantage. 21.
You make a count that approximately 10 of them. Some of them appears to be female, like 5 of them. Um, uh, 3 of them are kids, and there are only two males, and that's what you can see at the moment, where you all can see.
Okay, and after that, we'll go ahead and call my owl back. Mentally.
I want to wiggle free of the owl before he fully takes off. I'm not going back.
Okay. After a few struggle, the owl gets it and frees you, and he goes back to his master.
Okay. I'm gonna find someplace that's nearby but out of view of anyone. Shift back and disguise myself as a human, and then I'm gonna walk out into the open and say,
Wait.
what?
Roll stealth.
Sure. This is not going to end well. I don't have good stealth. Oh my god. I got a 19. I have no idea how.
Sure. Okay. You find a very good spot if that you from the eyes of the rodent, you think is a good place to hide and change your picture form. But when you turn back, you get like how can I say it? The bushes like move a bit further upwards because you change radically from size, but you do not make much sound.
Okay, like I said, I'm disguising myself. I don't want to appear as a giant, and I am going to walk out and call a friendly greeting.
Can I climb over the rocks, or is it an impossible pass?
You can certainly try. Roll that will be athletics.
One thing I meant to ask: do I see any druid sign?
Huh? Wait for the answer.
Sure.
What did you roll?
16.
16. Okay, you have trouble at first. I need you to make another roll to confirm.
15.
Okay, those 2 rolls were enough, but the path that you were escalating crumbles down, so that path is no longer useful for your other friends. You clearly pass through, reach the upper part, and are ready to go down. I mean, imagine you can just jump or something like that.
Yeah, I can jump.
So I will not even ask. You see how a human is walking towards the what would appear the place where described to you.
Yeah.
You have been enough time with Karadok to know that it's one of his preferred tricks, so you can assume it's him.
Yeah. I'm gonna go stealth.
Okay, you can roll stealth. Eric,
Modified 20.
20. Okay. Okay, so you both, you are walking, and somehow it occurs to you that to look for druidic signs, and look around, and you see clearly that some rooms in the rocks closer to the convent are glowing to you with signs of what will be the translation will be refuge.
So instead of greeting them in common, I'm going to initially greet them in Druidic.
Okay. They turn back at you, and they say, "It took you long enough to come and greet us in Druidic."
Well, I'm the cautious sort.
Yes.
Am I close enough I can hear him?
Yes, and they say
But can he understand me? Because we are
Yes.
in Druidic. Oh, you can. That's right. I forgot.
They say you can tell your friend that he can come up.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I assume my friend heard you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I walk out there because I can hear them talk to him about telling me.
Yeah,
Even though,
the other do not hear anything. The other two do not hear anything.
yeah.
So
okay.
the first thing I'm going to do before we continue on is ask them, is there any way that I can bring the rest of my companions up? Is there a way around that we can somehow get them up here?
We are politically leading them believe this is supposed to be a secret place. Because they are with you too. So basically they are making you understand that they know you are druids. You too.
Right. So my question was, are we able to bring our companions up as well?
The answer is no.
Okay. How about my direwolf?
He does not need to be in here. If you are worried for the safety, 200 footer that the path you can to the suit you can, they will be able to find a safe enough cave.
Right. Well, we don't have a way to communicate to them right now. So I think, in essence, we came here because the little bird told us that you might know something about these attacks from another flying creature. The outpost below is facing difficulties due to that. Or we want to see if you have any information. We want to investigate what's going on.
Yeah, we have been having trouble with the wyverns at the other side of the the space between the mountains will be a valley. The other, basically, they say that there are creatures, there are wyverns that are coming from the other set of mountains, but at the west.
So we've
And
discovered the wyverns.
basically, you're around here somewhere,
Okay.
and they say that around here there are wyverns that are coming, and they basically are protecting the the camp, because the wyverns have been trying to reach for the humans and their animals, but they are exhausting their resources, and they have their eagles. Their eagles are already wounded.
Hmm.
And they didn't know how much they will be able to keep. And obviously, they're saying this encampment is not their forces. They have others that are outside watching the eagles and making and scouting the area, and um, they are but they are telling you that they are basically trying to protect the humans.
Well, I thank them for their service, and
Yeah.
and suggest that I tell them basically there are several druids in Illumina. There's Druid Grove around Illumina. You should always feel free to send for help. We would always answer the call of another Druid Grove. And
we are not protecting them just because we are fighting the weavers, because they are becoming a threat to the environment. Someone took off the take down took down the dragon that was controlling the ecosystem in that part, and now those medium creatures are running wild.
Sure, I understand, but any threat to the balance is a threat for all druids. Don't forget that there's more of us out here.
Yes. Basically, you understand that each druid group is in charge of an area, and they are not calling out because going out might risk their position. Their place.
Okay, sure. So I don't have anything else to ask or say. If my compatriot does, then have at it.
So since the big threat's gone, all the little threats are vying to be the big threat.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing that flies from the east to the west to fight the thing that flies from the west to the east is an eagle fighting a wyvern that's coming from the west to the east.
Basically, they have a pair of giant eagles that are trying to stop the wyvern that has been flying closer to the mountain and the settlement down in the valley, and they have been trying to repel it with spells, but somehow it retreats and heals and comes back again to water.
So I'm going to suggest to my monkish friend that we should regroup with our party, and we should tell the humans, because depending on how many wyverns there are, that could be a very difficult challenge, and we probably want to at least have a night's rest and recoup. And
Yeah.
if they have any way to help us, see what that is, etc.
Yeah. Well, we found out what's going on, so we don't need to stay in the mountains anymore. We can just head back.
I please. Many of them say, please do not tell anyone that this settlement isn't here.
They just asked us to find out what was going on with the flying creatures. They didn't ask us to find people. We can just tell them what's going on with the flying creatures and that there's wyverns going out of control in the west. And that's where we're going to put our focus on the mountains on the west.
Uh, for you two and not your partners, this is a protected area. There are more creatures living around here, and we are going to take your boards. And if we need you two, we might be calling to you. Do you have any way of communication, or should we just send a bird or an animal to you two?
Yeah, for now you could send an animal to us. I don't have a method of long distance communication yet.
Sure. Thank you. Please go back before our scouts come back. Our leader is not as forgiving to strangers knowing about this place.
Okay.
Are you going to let us out, or do we have to climb over the rock wall again?
I'm going to turn into a bear and climb over the rock wall.
Yeah, basically, that's why the rock wall is in there. So people can only get access through the air. So they can help you with some vines for you to climb from this side, but no more.
I only need to get up. I can just jump down.
Okay, so they will.
I can climb. I've got forms that have no difficulty climbing rocks.
So a couple of them get close to the rock and cast a series of vines through the rocks that will help you climb easily.
Okay.
You don't need to roll for that.
Okay, I won't burn a wild shape then if we're doing that.
Yeah. So I just climb up and just use my slow fall as I jump over.
Okay. It takes you the rest of the day to come back down to the slopes of the mountain. You have to take a rest in there. Again, long rest. Again, no attacks, not even from the wild.
Assuming that we're taking watch in that long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll do the same Goodberry trick and throw out the old ones and create a batch of new ones. Actually, if we're doing a long rest, I might as well burn all my slots for it. So I'll create 4 batches.
And I would cast Alarm as a ritual again.
Well, if you're going to take a long rest, you don't have to ritual cast it because you're going to get the spell slot back for resting.
Nope.
Yeah, but I'm only a first level character, so if something happens,
I was gonna say when we do our rest, like
I only have 2
I
slots.
can meditate for 4 hours. I can take the rest of the night.
Okay. You take watch for the night, and again, strangely enough, no one and nothing comes at the party. From what you can tell with the information Elwin and Karadog, you can make an insight check if you want to.
Okay. Insight. All right. 13.
$22.
Yeah, that it's kind of obvious now with that information that basically the druids have command the creatures not to attack you, and the creatures, the beasts of the area know that you are not you should not be bothered because you're druids, and they recognize that. And but the issue is with the um, uh, fiendish monsters and uh, troubled humanoid, the goblinoid, and etc. etc. But they are not attacking you there. So uh, either the area is has been get ridden of them, or sorry, the those who were in there were defeated completely, or they have migrated to another place, and currently that area is empty. And you spend the night, and you recover your spells and your stuff, and you take another day to go back to the camp. And the merchant welcomes you back, and it says that was quick. What did you find?
We believe that the issue is wyverns. We were able to trace them back to the western mountain range. And I pull out a map and I, point to an area and say, through various divinations and druidic practices, we determined that there's a wyvern nest here.
Yeah. Wyverns, you say? Can you describe these creatures to me? I do not know about them.
So Caradoc has fought wyverns before, and so would be able to describe them very, very accurately.
Okay. Let me roll something for them, man. Sure. He turns back at you and says, "Okay, that's." I don't know how to put it. Can you excuse me a moment? I have to talk to my associate. You can stay here in the tent. I will be back in a moment. And it retreats. Sorry, he retreats. A little bit. You begin to get impatient. Half an hour later. An hour later, and he comes back with his associate, the other merchant. And he says to you, okay, we have two proposals of business for you. First of all, we might want for you to get rid of the threat, but, and he makes with the tone of his voice, and that but very, very important, says, we will want for you, if it is possible, to bring back one of their one of them alive, or their eggs,
Eggs.
if you find any. And they have their pouches. We, as promised, we have the 100 gold pieces. Didn't expect they were that quick, but here they are. And
that's 100 gold pieces a piece, or 100 gold pieces shared.
Each one of you.
Okay.
But the business is not over.
Mm.
We will want for you to bring us this. If you capture alive a creature, we are disposed to give you 1,000 gold pieces total. And 200 for each egg you bring back in good condition.
Were we able, when we were, this is out of character, when we were talking to the druids, were they able to tell us how many wyverns they thought might be up there? They should have an idea. Their eagles wouldn't know.
Yeah, so basically they have been fighting for about 2 weeks. Just recently it has become very obvious because the eagles have getting tired of the fight, and that's why the people in the settlement has begun to notice. But basically they're saying that there is at least a couple or 3 of them. Between in the it's not overpassing the 5, but those are from the weavers they have seen. They are trying to reach to the other side. They do not know how many are inside that range of contacts.
Okay. I mean, I'll turn to my compatriots and say, how do we want to do this?
I can cast a spell that should bring them to the ground. But other than that, I'm not going to be a whole lot of help. I can do some damage, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, out of character, and this is meta, so slap my hands.
Yeah.
A single wyvern is CR6. A single wyvern,
right?
And he's saying there's 3 or more. I'm kind of like,
right.
You know what, guys?
And that's what I'm.
You can keep the gold. Thank you.
Yeah. And that's basically what I was saying. Is Tasha's Hideous Laughter? I could bring one of them down twice or 2 of them down because it'll prone it. It has to have some kind of intelligence, and as I recall, they're not beast level intelligence, which means they're high enough that they should be able to. The Tasha's Hideous should work on them. And then I can do some damage, but that's pretty much it.
I mean, I could call some lightning for a minute, which would help us out. I can bring another couple bears to the fight, and I've got my dire wolf. So I can pull an army in there. But even so,
yeah, but it's
I don't know it's enough to take on a half a dozen CR6 creatures.
Right.
I guess we could. That's meta. But flip side is Caradoc has fought one before. He knows how powerful they are. And it took 3 of us, including my dire wolf, and including some hellaciously lucky rolls to bring one of them down. And it almost killed us all in the process.
But then again, if we were to get the other, because it's obviously rating. So if we were to go and wait for the others to leave, and maybe only the one that's caring for the nest, or if there's a nest, we can just raid the nest for all the eggs and not necessarily kill them. Maybe by raiding the nest, they'll leave. Maybe we can, ideally one, maybe two would be left caring for the nest, and then, we're trying to take care of.
I say we light a bag of dog poop and put it on its door and ring the doorbell and run away.
That's evil. I'm telling you.
That's evil. That's evil.
Oh, Darwin.
One of Aelwyn's flaws is he's always looking for a stronger fight, so he's all for fighting wyverns. As stupid as it may be, he's all for fighting wyverns.
Yeah, and Throwak isn't, he's paranoid, but he still, this is an opportunity.
Clark would be like, I'll lead the way. We have to stop these things.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take the money that we get and buy myself a chain shirt at least. Make it a little harder to kill me, because as it stands, I'm the squishiest and just about to die at any moment.
Is there a armory here or some way he can get that?
Yes, they have a tent with armors and weapons, but if you will have to ask and buy, or
so I gotta step away from the computer for just a minute, guys. But assume that Caradoc would make up the difference if he ended up needing a couple gold more, because Caradoc always takes care of his party. So.
Well, if Caradoc's willing to, Throwak would be all about. Sorry,
what arm?
Throwak would. I can have up to medium.
Okay.
So if there's a breastplate there, that would be spectacular. And I would give up my entire portion plus owe you guys huge if I were to get that.
roll a percentile dice. I forget the name of your character.
Dwarven Wizard. Roll a
Dwarven Wizard, yes. Roll a D100.
All right, 1 second.
I mean, I think if we play it
66.
smart, we can definitely pull this off.
Sorry?
66.
And what did Gerald say?
I was just talking to the group. I was saying if we do this right, I mean, we can definitely pull it off. We just have to be careful.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to play this smart. This isn't something we can just go in there and expect to murder people.
If the whole
We
party,
spread them thin. The weakest being behind the stronger of us. Hopefully, we can divert the majority of the attacks. I mean, we have healing abilities to help you out. I mean, unless we can take it out and then, I mean, run.
Right. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, I'm up for it. Let's do this.
It's going to be a strategy thing, I think.
Scale mail, either way. The only reason I was saying breastplate is because I know that breastplate is no disadvantage on stealth. But anything better than a chain shirt. Anything better than a chain shirt.
All right,
Give me one
if,
second.
if
I'll
we're gonna go ahead and go for it,
Okay.
strategize how we're gonna go about it. When Eric gets back, I'm gonna go ahead and step away for a minute while he's already gone and get me some more coffee and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back.
I guess if
I mean, if
people want to take
think we can do
a water break here, this would probably be a good point since two people are already stepping away.
Okay. Let's take a short break and come back in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Sounds good.
All right, I'm back.
Anybody else here?
Eric's here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Just making sure everybody wasn't just sitting around waiting on me. Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought scale mail was 150 gold.
It's 45 pounds. That's why it's so cheap.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. I actually, so my character at 4th level, I'm going to take the heavy armor feat because he's a mountain dwarf and his strength is 15. He can wear heavy armor now.
Yeah.
Okay, who's in here?
Gerald dropped. So
But did he say something or just dropped?
I think he might be resetting.
Okay.
So it's Throak.
Throak, yeah.
Throak? Yeah. So you're gonna buy the scale mail?
Yeah, absolutely. Which will bump my armor class to 13.
How much is your dex?
0.
Then you get 14. Scale mail is a 14 plus dex.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Forgot about that. I was thinking change shirt.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Which is now better than I would have with mage armor. And I still have 50.
Gerald was the one that convinced me we could do this, and now he's gone, and I'm confused.
Yeah.
Actually, I can set it up such that you will literally have a pack of dire wolves to attack these, and the dire wolves will get advantage on every attack. And
Right.
some of
Because
us,
there's somebody next to him.
yep, pack tactics, and some of them will be protected from poison. So, it ain't gonna be easy, but yeah, we can kind of do it.
Yeah.
I've got my direwolf companion. I can summon 2 direwolves, and I could turn into a direwolf. Although I'll probably turn into a bear.
You know what? Do you have any specific animal you have been looking for to change to?
Not yet, though I started looking at some today. Like the giant hyena looks interesting.
From the mountains.
I think so. Yeah. Well, maybe from the grasslands. So I don't know. I haven't given it much thought. I'm okay with what I have for now. It'll be a few sessions before I'm ready to level up, so I'll think of something before my next level up.
Okay. Which level you get flying creatures?
8th.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's 8th. Because my next level up, I think I get swimming.
No, you
No, I've got swimming.
yeah, you got something. It's
I've got swimming.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
Second is climb, 4th is swimming, 8th is flying.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me check. Can he become a gelatinous cube?
No.
Yeah.
It can only become something that has the type of beast.
Okay,
At least
roll
until I get polymorph.
roll me a loose investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Sure. 12.
On the trip, you got to see a giant centipede. Sorry,
No,
I do not know.
Centipede.
Centipede.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And a giant lizard. If you can transform to those, now you have them on your spell, on your list.
Let me look at them and see. I'm sure I can the lizard. I think I can the centipede, but let me double check.
Those are beasts, so 1/4, and the lizard is, yes, 1/4.
Oh, yeah. Then absolutely.
Yeah. They're on the Underdark list in Xanathars.
Okay. I'll add them to my sheet. I'll put the stats in later. They could be useful in some interesting areas. So giant centipede and giant lizard. I was watching a video today on what sort of recommended animal forms. I think it was Dawn Forge was the channel. They used a bunch of other books. Like they used books that I don't think we're allowed to use within the guild. One of them was the Tome of Beasts. They had a couple of interesting ones though that I had never heard of before that I was going to look into. They had a turtle, like a giant turtle or something that was honestly a badass tank. That sucker could take some punishment. The problem is, especially core rules, when you start getting into the higher levels, a lot of the interesting stuff are dinosaurs. And how the hell am I going to see a dinosaur? It just gets a little weird. But I can do elementals, and so it's, okay, fine.
Aren't dinosaurs out of the grasslands? Theoretically, you can see one if you're in the grasslands a lot.
I guess, but I've always played it really where you're only going to see them in a specialized area, like Cholt or whatever. They're not just around.
Caradoc will have to find a Pokédex.
Exactly. That's fine. I don't really care. By the time I get to that level, I rarely change into beasts because the elementals are so good that honestly, you've got no need for anything else once you hit elemental for the most part.
Yeah. I sent a message to Gerald and I haven't got a response, so I don't know where he is.
Okay, so let's continue and hope that he can join. If not, I will have to retroactively say that the wyverns were less than what I say.
Okay.
So no, actually, you know what? Let's put it like this. When you talk to when you are in front of the merchants and they are expecting your answer about the deal, if you're going to accept it, and they say to you that there is a ranger in the settlement that can be of help, and since there are still moving around there are some uh, uh, wagons, and two of them they can provide you two cages of 10 by 10, and if you are interested, three wagons with their horses, and you can check if there is any driver that is free that can be of assistance. They are willing to provide from the campment.
Sure. Let's see if we can get some drivers. We could send for Holrig as well. He's a driver. Gerald, Norm.
Sorry, having technical difficulties apparently. Like my computer froze up.
Darn computers. Thank goodness we don't have to play D&D on computer. Oh, wait.
Yeah, mine never does that though.
You need a gamer computer for a D&D because D&D is a game.
That's right. Until you do what I did over the weekend, which pissed me off. I had a 6-hour block of time that I was going to sit down and play Pillars of Eternity. I've never beaten it with all the DLCs, so I've got a druid that I'm running through a new game. I spilled a full glass of wine, full glass, on my gamer laptop, and the keys stopped working. Took 3 days for the thing to dry out enough for me to be able to use it again. I seriously thought I was going to have to beg for a new computer for Christmas, but it's working now.
Not only alcohol abuse, but you also lost your game. Oh, how terrible.
I lost a whole session of Pillars of Eternity. It just was, I cried just a little.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So, you easily find three drivers that are willing to go because they have nothing to do, and they are assuming that the merchants are going to pay them still their days in the place.
Okay. Cool.
And when you come,
Does anybody have any ideas how we're gonna, do we need rope? Are these wyverns going to be able to destroy the cages with no effort? That's my fear. Or do we just not worry about it?
I thought I was just going to just beat them until they stopped moving, and then
yeah,
I have no idea after that.
I think Auric will probably try to talk to him first, just because that's how he is. And when that fails, I think a good bit of rope may be useful. Trying to see how much rope I have.
You're making me think now. There's a new spell in Xanthars that I do have access to called Snare. And as long as I've got a 25-foot section of rope, I can set up a trap that lasts for 8 hours that will snare whatever walks into it. If we want to like slaughter some deers and pile them up, might be able to just trap these bastards.
Well, then
I
that's
don't.
actually
I don't.
really.
I
good
don't
idea.
have any rope.
I'm sure there's some around, or we can buy some.
Yeah, exactly. I think I might have a little bit, and then I'd want to probably.
Oh,
buy
are we still in? Are we still in town? Or
I mean,
somewhere's where
none of us.
I'll
None of
buy
us have
some.
said let's leave. So,
Well, I have 50 feet of rope because that's the standard 50 feet hemp rope that you get in your Explorers and whatever packs you have.
Yeah.
I think I've got that basically. Let me just
I think I lost mine somewhere. Is what happened.
I want to get to the fight, so let's say that whatever in between reason, whatever you get to need to buy or decide in the way that we need to buy this, you will be able to fight, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you pack it up in the wagons. You see Caradoc and Carrick. You see a familiar face. You see Renstead, the wood elf ranger that were with you on those adventures you were.
Oh, the one that stayed in the place that we forgot about.
Yes, the one you tried to wander to find.
Yeah, Caradoc was there for that.
Yes, I was.
He wasn't, but you meet Carrick meet her in the let me point it in the map. Okay, Carrick meet her when they went through this set of hills, and Caradoc meet her when they went to this patch of mountains. I would say that Elwin has heard of her. It's a ranger that has been hired a couple of times related to some adventures or requests to the guild, but the guild has not hired her directly. So you pack it up all, you set the drive and move to the other side. It takes you one day, and you begin to rest in the night in there. At that night, Caradoc, in your duty, in your guard duty, you hear a familiar voice in there saying, "So, I see that you have decided to change your ways."
This familiar voice, is it our half-elf friend, or is it something else?
Remember that you have to face some hand-shaped ropes that were holding to you, and
yes. Okay, gotcha. I without even really looking up, I say, I had to excise my own inner demons.
Yeah. When you wake up, okay, you know what? Elwin, roll. That will be a wisdom save.
I got a 9.
Shoot. Roll with advantage.
I got
You hear them. You're
I got
resting.
25.
Yeah, I was exaggerating. That was more to see how much you got. You were sleeping,
Trancing.
were trancing, but in right, you are a wood elf. Yeah, you don't even need to roll. You in your trance, you begin to feel a presence and somehow strange to you, but at the same time familiar. You feel like if you were dreaming. You have not personally uh, perceived this experience ever, but you have heard and you realize it's something like uh, the human and other races used to do, in that they have dreams, and you feel yourself in a beautiful scenery, quite comfortable, full of trees, plants, and some birds, and you can see your teammate Karadok in what should be the place he's making. She at the distance he's making his normal guard duty in that moment. You see your other uh, uh, two friends and the wood elf lady ranger again in the same place, in the same position they should be in the real world. Someone is in front of Karadok and is talking to him. It has long ears and is talking directly to him. And he says to Karadok, says, when your teammates wake up, tell your druid friends that the the sanctuary will be open for them if they decide to come, and I will be waiting. And you see how the wood elf lady like moves, turns her head in that dream, and speaks to the uh, to in the direction of them that man or humanoid with long ears says, you didn't have enough with me and you're just going to claim them to go back there. Karadok, in the real world you see the wood elf lady mumbling. You see he walks away with a chuckle, and you stop hearing the voice. But Karadok, you suddenly remember the sanctuary.
Oh, really? Wow. Cool. Well, I'll keep. I'm not going to say anything else right now, but that might come up in another adventure.
Yeah. Okay, so that night you wake up. You, for the sake of keep tracking, you deal with some goblinoids and get rid of them easily. Uh, Easily enough. You spend one day tracking, going up the mountains, and let's roll for the survival checks to get the spot of the creatures.
Hmm. 12.
Carrick,
18.
Tar, the dwarf wizard,
Throwack.
throwback.
I did an investigation, total of 10.
No, survival.
Oh, sorry. Then in survival would be 5.
Okay, and Aylwin,
That's a 15 with straight wisdom.
okay, so you spend the day looking around. You spot one of them. You keep track of trying to be careful not to go back, spot you and face you, and you were able to reach the nest. There are effectively 3 of them. 2 of them are like they are not lifting air, and they're not flying. The male has the one who you facing came down with a couple of goats to them and then fly away. They begin to fight each other for the goats until one of them won, and the other retreat to a cave that was one cave that was in their area. The one who won, took the goats and pulled them to another cave.
So, after the first one leaves, but before the second one does, I cast Call Lightning. So, in other words, the one is left that has the goat meat, and before it can get away, I lightning bolt it.
Let me roll for that because that changed things. Okay, so roll stealth for the spell.
Stealth for the spell. Okay. 6. I am not doing this to be quiet. All I know is there is one wyvern, and I'm gonna take it out before the other one comes back.
Okay, Liz, I'm going to play it nice, and basically the one who has the goats turn back at you, and the other one is going to wait to you eliminate her because she feels something against her.
Okay. I'll take
But
it.
this is out of character. This is out of character.
I'll take it. So the one that stayed needs to do a dex save.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, okay, fine.
All of you.
Sheesh. Ooh, 19. Damn. You want me to roll for my wolf, or do you want my wolf to go on my turn?
Yes.
Roll. One turn.
Yes, roll.
Roll. All right, let me double check what his dex is. Is it 16?
I am rolling like garbage today.
Okay, my wolf got 14. I'll put them in the thing.
Oh shoot! I closed the... Okay, so we got. Can you Okay, wait for a moment. Arrange it and posting it on the chat so it's easier to keep track. Because last time I skip over uh, some players. Go
Karak, did you put your initiative in the chat?
I cannot do that from
Just tell us what it is, man.
15.
Okay, so Troak got a 2. Karik got 15. Carladok got 19. Elwin got a 12. The Deer Wolf got 14. And those two got... Okay. So the first one is Karadok, where you are going to cast the spell. She has to make a
Dex save.
Dex save.
DC 13.
Dex save. Okay, it does not make. She does not make it.
So she takes 21 points of lightning damage.
21.
21.
The next one is Carrick, which is your dexterity.
My dexterity is 11.
Okay, you go first. Go ahead. What are you going to do?
Let's see. I think yeah, I think I'm just gonna throw a ray of frost at it.
Ray of
I'm within
Frost?
60 feet, right?
Yeah, you're at 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll throw a ray of frost at it.
Roll an attack.
Let's see. 19.
Yeah, that hits. How
7
much?
damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Got the second roll.
Okay. So that one is spits after the receiving the damage, spits the or stops carrying the goats and begins to walk towards 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, 1, 2, 3. Let's leave the other one in the back just because he will be. One D3, so 1 Karadok, 2 Carrick, 3 Ewer. goes directly towards Elwin, seeing that somehow it's closer to her, and it unleashes its her attack. That is a bite attack and a claw attack. Sorry.
How close am I to the wyvern?
It's going to move to you,
Yes.
so you are going to be in melee.
No, I mean, how far distance is it traveling? Because it loses 10 feet of movement, and I don't know how close we actually were.
You were around 60 feet, but she noticed it, so she's going to try to fly, but she will not lift all the she will not lift off completely from the floor, and will reach, but he will reach Elwin, and he's going to make and the second one is okay. Okay, you see that. The first one attack gives it's a bite attack. It gives you it's a 26.
It's
And the second one is a clown. I said it was a clown, so it's a natural 20. It does the first one does 2d6 damage. You take 6 points of damage, and for the second one is 2d8. So 48. Take, well, that was low. 20 points of damage from the claw.
And who got that?
Elwin. Next one is Elwin.
I am
Whoa, hold up. Direwolf.
Direwolf. Yeah.
Wait, I forgot to put it in there. Sorry.
No, it's in there. It's just in the wrong spot.
So Direwolf, what is going to do?
Trip attack. DC 15 dex save.
Trip attack, DC 15, dex save. Okay. It fails.
Okay. So I don't know, and I don't know. Alex ran this a weird way. He may have also been allowing me to do an actual attack on that, but I won't. So we'll just say that that's it. That's what he did, because it doesn't make sense the way he wrote.
I think the regular attack it has to do a dex save anyway. It's the regular attack that does damage, and if you fail the save, you also go down.
Okay, so hold on a second. All right, so then I need to do the regular attack first, and then if I hit, then you do the save, although we'll count the save you did. All right, so just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. So it's 1d20. Does 13 hit against AC hit?
13, it hits.
Okay, so he'll do 15 points of piercing damage, and then there was the trip, which you already saved against.
13? Wow.
15, yeah. Oh, no, yeah, he's brutal. He's a magical direwolf. Alex buffed him up a little.
Okay, so next one is Erwin.
I'm gonna punch it. Yeah, 18.
That hits.
It has to make a con save, as it takes 5 points of damage.
Con save, okay. 8.
Yeah, it is now stunned. So the rest of my attacks, including my flurry of blows, get advantage.
Yeah, you said you will not be able to last. How dare you?
I'm a glass cannon. So close. So 6 points for the next attack because I rolled a 15. Not 15, 25. On the first flurry of blows, it's a natural 20. And he
Okay.
automatically fails his dex save. So it's not prone. Because
It
it's
was
stunned.
prone. It was prone. Wait, so,
And it takes 13 points of damage from that. And I got a 24 on the last attack.
yeah,
And I got
over, yeah, you know, over 13 you hit. Sorry, 13 or higher you hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I did 6 points of damage on the last one.
Okay, so that
And
one's
I have magic monk fist, so all my attacks are considered magical if it has damage reduction against non-magical.
Let me double check, but I think no.
Yeah.
No, it does not have. So you all see how after the bite and the claw, the monk, the wood elf monk Elwin goes punch, and the wyvern falls prone to the even more prone to the floor.
It is stunned until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. Let's roll for it. I'm going to roll. Yeah, the other
It
does not
is.
seem to bother.
I was right the first time. It's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Throak, your turn.
So the other wyvern is still in its cave, right?
Yes.
Excellent. So in that case, I'm just going to cast Toll the Dead, which is a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Pull the Dead is an awesome spell. And
Oh,
Dance
yes.
Macabre is the other one that's just like, holy crap.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I saw Toll the Dead and I was like, excellent. Wisdom save. And then I've also got an attack spell if necessary.
It
So,
failed.
and they're both, you know.
It failed.
Fail?
4.
Excellent.
Yes, 4.
Ghetto crit, 12 damage.
12 damage. That will be okay. And Ren's
And I'll back away about 20 feet so that I'm a distance the wyvern, and that's it for me.
okay. So let me check what Ren Steve has. I'm just going to make the attack and think and at whatever what's to be has to be at. She's going to use her her longbow. It hits and it does. Oh, holy moly! Yeah, that you begin to see that Wyvern is panting. Top of the round, Karadok.
Okay, so it's prone and knocked out and whatever, so it auto fails its deck save. Therefore, it takes. Let me see here. How much? Okay.
Before you say the damage, are you doing lethal damage or subduing damage?
To what now?
Are you knocking it out or are you killing it?
Oh. I'm killing it. We're gonna have to. We can knock the last one out or whatever. The first one, though, I don't want it coming back to haunting me.
I heard that.
So I did 14 lightning damage.
14.
And let me double check. I want to look at one thing real quick. Is that no? That's an action. I can't do that. It did somebody took some damage last round, right?
Yeah, I did.
How much?
I
26.
took 26. Yeah.
20.
So as my bonus action, I'm going to drop my pouch of good berries on the ground and say, 40 good berries, have at it. And that's it.
What is the Weaver, the direwolf going to do?
The direwolf will attack, again with advantage since it's prone.
Carrick is in between the two.
The
direwolf has its own initiative.
I'm like 60 feet away.
Oh, Carrick, but initiative.
Oh, sorry.
Gotcha.
I forgot.
Gotcha.
Oh, initiative. Okay.
Carrick, what are you going to do? You see what I'm telling you? I get confused.
Yeah. All right, so I guess I'm gonna take my movement to move closer to this thing, and then I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it again.
Okay, go ahead.
23.
You get advantage, so you
No,
can try and
because
go
it's a range attack. He gets disadvantage. Roll again.
That is true. You do get disadvantage.
Yeah, that's why I use Toll the Dead versus Firebolt, because it's a save versus a versus
12.
That does not hit. Next one is the Weaver, but it's a stun. Direwolf, what are you going to do, Direwolf?
I'm going to kill it. So I already rolled because I knew what I was going to do. I rolled with advantage. I got a 23. I did 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. How is Direwolf going to kill Weaver 2?
Right for the juggler. Just.
Oh yeah.
How much does a wyvern weigh? I think that's actually relevant here.
It's a large-sized creature.
Okay, so a lot. So no, I won't be able to do anything else funny. So no, that's it. But he'll tear that juggler right out.
Let's say that around 500 pounds at least.
Yeah,
I mean,
at least.
it's
So,
a
no,
horse.
that's fine. I'll just rip the juggler out. That's good.
Let's say it's start with a war horse weight plus the scales at least, and that will give a lot. Next, so the wyvern drops dead, and the next one.
Tomric, when he finishes, he pulls back and he just licks his chops, just the blood on it. He's like,
Alwyn, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna pick up the good berries and start eating.
How many?
As many as I can eat in a round.
I was about to say, I mean, if we're still in combat, you can do one a round, which is 1 HP a round.
Okay.
I do have healing potions. I actually have another option my next
And
time.
I have lay on hands.
I have healing potions and I have abilities that allow me to. But it's free healing, so I take that more than over using my resources.
Exactly. That's why I dropped it on the ground.
Okay.
So the next one will be. So what are we going to do? To clarify.
I'm going to be eating good berries until something else happens.
Okay. So you're eating berries. The other wyvern hears the wolf and the drop of the other wyvern, and is going to come up to check and see, and sees the lot of you, and he says, "But it is not the hard ground."
I'd like to start trying to gather up the goats and see if I can get one of the goats, kind of manhandle it towards her, and see if I can get it, kind of push it towards her and get her at least distracted towards eating a goat. Even if I have to manhandle and toss the damn thing.
You're not that close. You are at least 60 plus whatever you move away. You are 80 feet away from the goats, at least.
Okay. The goats, guys. See if you can get her to start eating the goats. We can do the rope snare trap thing.
Dude, we took down the last one in 2 rounds.
Because of Elwyn.
Yeah, and I missed my second attack.
And I should have put more, but
At which point the DM went, "Oh, really?"
I am not that kind of DM. But I have something prepared for later on.
All I know is last night kind of pissed me off. I threw 11 enemies at you guys, and you just danced around them. I mean, it was almost a taunt.
I had to miss that.
It was kind of sad. What now?
I was disappointed I had to miss that. Maybe I'll be able to catch your next one.
Okay, so Red Steed, she's a hunter. She will go towards. She will move towards the wyvern, dead wyvern, and that will be her action and her movement. Next of the round, stop Karadok.
Okay, so she's basically almost right in front of me now. Is that correct?
Who?
Oh, you said that. Oh, you were talking about the half elf, not the other wyvern.
Wood elf, yes.
Wood elf. Okay. The other wyvern is still in its cave. Is that correct?
He took her head off to check and see you all and the dead body and just hissed at you all. At y'all.
At y'all. She so some part of her is out of the cave.
Her head. So
All right.
if you're going to attack, she has 3/4 cover. And she will be around 120 feet away.
120 feet. That might be a challenge. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's see here. How far? 65, 65. I don't think so. No. Okay. I can't do that. Therefore, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cast Protection from Poison on myself.
Okay.
As my action. And as my bonus action, I'm going to turn into a bear.
Okay. Next one is Karrik.
How far am I away from this one?
You move your full movement and dash action the previous round, right? So you are about 60 feet away from that one. From the second from the first wyvern that is the second to attack.
Okay. I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement toward it.
Okay.
Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. My movement, I would have moved towards it, and I think I have 50 feet. So, just
okay. So you are 70 feet. Karadok is 70 feet away.
It's 40 feet of movement. I'm sorry. So I'm 80 feet away. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I'm still out of melee range, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost at it.
Roll.
And I missed.
Okay. Next one is the wyvern is dead. The dire wolf. Dire wolf, please.
Yeah, he's gonna run towards the wyvern. Let me just double check what his movement is. Where is it? 60 feet. He's got 60 feet of movement.
Okay. See, it's now in front of the wyvern.
Oh, so the wyvern has moved the 80
60?
or 100 feet or whatever?
Okay, wait. It was 120 from you, but you were away from the first one. Or were you in melee with the one who just died?
Well, you tell me, because you kind of indicated.
Karadok was away from the first one. The one who was in melee with the one who died was the wolf.
The wolf yes.
So if it has 60 feet of movement, it will be in melee with the other wyvern.
Excellent. I'm attacking. He's attacking. It's attacking. Somebody's attacking.
Please leave your hand if you're a dark wolf.
Oh, he missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elwin, you are 60 feet away from the other wyvern.
Okay.
You only have 1 point more from the berries.
To do a long jump, is that a standard or a bonus?
Long jump?
Yeah.
It is, does not say it is a feature. It will be a movement.
Okay, well, my movement is 50.
Okay.
So I would be using all my movement to get 50. I was hoping to do a long jump to get in its face.
For 10, I will allow an acrobatics check. Oh no, wait, an athletics check. With disadvantage because you're jumping. Wait, don't you have a key point or something to get quicker or something like
Yeah,
that?
I can use my bonus action to give myself a dash. Spend a key to give myself dash.
Then why you don't use it?
Because spending a key point for an extra 10 feet when it gives me 100 feet of movement around, I'd rather go with the long jump. It's the trade-off doesn't really. And
So, how much
I
did you
rolled
get?
a 3 because
Disadvantage. Okay, you jumped, you reach, but you slip and fall prone.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You still have action and bonus action.
Can I use my action to stand up?
But you will use your action. If you want to, yes. But it will be using action.
Yeah. Well, I can't exactly punch it from the ground, so.
Yes, you can.
I can?
You're a monk. Come on. Have you not seen movies? They spin in the floor and.
Technically, you can make melee attacks while prone at disadvantage. That's the base rule.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to stand up because I don't want to give it advantage to attack me.
Okay, so you use your action to stand up.
Yeah. And that's all I can do because my bonus actions don't apply to this situation.
I think you have an attack as a bonus action.
Yes, but I have to attack first as a standard action.
Okay, next one is the Weaver has the wolf and Elwin in front. She's going to bite and sting. Bite towards 1d4. 1, 2. The wolf, 3 for Elwin, 1. The bite is for the wolf. The sting is for Elwin. Ooh, 24 for the wolf.
Oh yeah, that hits.
8 for the Elwin.
That misses.
Okay, so it does 11 points of damage for the wolf.
All right. Look up what his HP is. Where'd it go? Okay, there it is. Got it.
And the next one is Throak.
All right, and the wyvern hasn't been hit yet, right?
That one, no.
Okay. In that case, I will cast Bolt.
What? Firebolt?
Yes, sir.
You have to move at least 30. Use your movement to make the attack.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to move closer because none of my other spells. I have to at least 20 feet, I think. But yeah, I'll move my whole 25 feet. That should put me in a 55-foot range.
And
21.
That hits.
But I do 1 damage.
Okay.
1 single damage.
I'm golf clapping for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All those attacks are making the wyvern sing hiss even more. Ren is going to not help you because Ren, after seeing that you are being able to handle with serpent mastery, she's not going to even bother, and she's going to take some vials and some bandages and grab up the bones of the first wyvern put inside.
Oh.
You can handle that one.
Is she healing a cadaver?
No. It's preventing. She knows that the wyvern blood is quite expensive.
Tasty, yes, I know.
Yeah. Okay. Top of the round, Karadok.
Oh yeah. So I'm assuming I can get within range this round, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Oh wait, 80 feet of movement.
80 feet, you say?
Sorry, 80 feet away are you are.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to move 50 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to take my action to lightning bolt it, so it needs to make a dex save.
How much is the area of effect of lightning bolt?
Let's see here. Just one sec. That's not good. Hold on. I'm trying to look it up in Roll20. The way it does in your spell book is kind of garbage. Give me 1 second. Oh, you know what? It doesn't look like I can move it. So instead, I'll cease concentration on it because it's too far away. And yeah, I'll dash action to get within range.
Okay.
But that would be my turn. Yeah.
Next one. Where are you going to say, Matthew?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay. Carrick, your turn.
All right, I am going to use my movement to get the rest of the way there.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack this thing with my longsword.
Okay.
16.
That hits.
And I'm going to expend a spell slot, a first level spell slot, for my divine smite.
Okay.
So that's 9, 19 points of damage.
Okay.
I am now going to make my second attack. 16 again.
Okay. That
And I'm going
hits.
to spend another spell slot for another Divine Smite. 5, 9, and 16 more damage.
Okay. You're taking this really quick. Next one is the Direwolf.
And I'm sorry, how much damage did he do total that round?
Come on. 11.
I don't even know the answer to that. I just rolled
Carrick?
the die.
Carrick did a lot.
Hmm.
A lot.
Okay.
That's why I can't believe I didn't move up to the last one where I could actually get in range to do something.
Okay. So the dire wolf is going to attack with advantage because it pack tactics. It gets it.
No. What does pack tactics says?
It says if there is at least one of your ally within 5 feet within melee range of the enemy, then you get advantage on your attack.
Okay.
I just spent my dash action to get into range. I just ran 100 feet.
Okay. Yes. Yes. I thought it said another wolf, but it's
Nope,
another.
another wolf, an ally.
Okay.
So 26 to hit.
26 hits.
He does 9 points of damage, and you need to do a dex save.
9 hits. And dex save. Oh, wait a moment. Dex save. Of how much?
15.
It makes it.
Nice. All right, that's his turn.
Okay. Aelwyn.
I'm going to punch it. And I hit with a 14.
Okay.
It has to make a constitution save of 14.
Constitution. Okay. It makes it.
Okay. I got a 13.
13 that hits of damage.
No, that was an those two attacks did 13 points of damage, and I'm doing a flurry of blows.
Okay. Total 13.
Yeah, those first two did 13. 16, and it has to make a dex save, C14.
Dex save. It makes it.
It took 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Got a
Okay.
modified 20, and it took another 9.
9. Okay. Next
So
one is
31 points of damage in one round. Is that right?
I'm counting total. I'm not counting each batch.
Yeah.
Or each set. Next one is the Weaver, and is going to hiss again and has one as the Direwolf, Caradoc, Carrick, and Aelwyn. Okay, so 1d4 and one for the bite goes for Aelwyn. and the sting goes for Carrick. And 22 for Elwin,
It hits.
14 for Carrick.
My AC is 20.
Okay. So, Elwin, you take 11 points of damage.
So we're down past half.
She's, as a free action, she's going to scream. Or however it Weaver's scream.
Mm-hmm. And now I wish I hadn't dropped my storm, but okay.
And throw Ak, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my movement to get within 30 feet. Then I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
And it makes it.
God damn it.
You want me to tell the rolls? Okay. 17 for
No,
the...
I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah.
You're fine. I'm pissed
I mean, look.
that he passed the wisdom saving throw. I'm kind of shooting my load here. And that's my action.
Okay.
Hmm.
Renstead is still patching the body of the other Weaver. And oh wait, let me roll for that one. That will be Oh, okay. Next, top of the round, Karadok.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. 14 to hit.
Hits.
12 piercing. And 22 to hit.
Wait. 12 piercing. So
12 piercing.
Okay. The second one was 24?
22 to hit. 22 to hit.
It hits. It's
7 slashing.
7 will be 2 plus 5. Okay. Okay, it's panting. Next one is Carrick.
I am going to attack with my longsword.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's a 25
It's
for 8 damage, or for 11 damage.
11.
And I'm going to attack again. And that is a 21.
Are you hitting to kill? Wait. Before you say hitting to kill or hitting to subdue?
We're trying to kill this one too, right? Isn't that the plan, guys?
I mean, I'm assuming that Screech
No, I don't think so.
all the mail back, so...
Yeah, I'm asking because you could remember that the merchant asked for a live specimen.
I mean,
1,000 gold pieces.
I would think we're trying to subdue this one and subdue it, restrain it, and then we can put it back into the cave and kill or subdue the next one. I would assume that we're trying to restrain this one.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So that means if we bring two of these
two
bastards
cages
back, if we're bringing 2 of these bastards back, it's 2,000, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
And we have 2 cages.
All right. Let's go
My
for
thought
that then.
was we have 2 cages.
All right, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like try and knock this thing out.
Okay. So how much damage did you make?
4 on the second attack.
Four damage?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just enough to put it down.
Oh.
And the next one would be the dire wolf. What is going to do the dire wolf? Or are you going to let it skip up until the other one arrives?
Yeah, I mean he's quite intelligent, and so he would understand what's happening here and
Okay.
would hold
2 rounds before the other one arrives. What are you going to do?
2 rounds. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to.
Wait. Starting for Aelwyn.
Yeah. I'm using monk ability that allows me to recover hit points equal to level times 3. And the second round, I'm gonna cure wounds.
Roll.
Got 8 back, so I'm only out 11.
Okay. Throak.
I will try to use some rope and restrain it, tie it up.
Roll. That will be. I will want you to roll survival or athletics.
If we're using Xanosars, then it's wisdom sleight of hand. Or is it intelligence sleight of hand?
Thank you. It's sleight of hand?
Yeah, it's
for a very good set of knots or strength to really tight.
Yeah. You do a sleight of hand check, but you use your intelligence modifier instead of your dexterity to tie.
Then I will roll intelligence. I'll roll intelligence with the modifier. Still going to be a 7 because I'm rolling great today.
7. Okay. Next one would be Karadok.
2 rounds.
Yes.
I'm going to change out of wild shape. I'm going to cast protection from poison on my direwolf companion. I am then going to.
Is that concentration? No.
Nope.
Okay.
1 hour. 1 hour poison resistance advantage on poison saving throw.
Okay. And the second round.
And I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. That is concentration. I'm going to call forth 2 additional direwolves. And then as my bonus action on that round, I'm going to turn into a direwolf. So you have 4 direwolves.
Can you read me the conjure? Is a summoning or is a calling?
Conjure.
Like, hey, is anyone here or is poof, you appear?
I summon fey spirits that take the form of beasts.
Okay.
Of beasts that I choose.
So
I summon fey spirits and say,
basically
"You're a
just
direwolf."
cast mirror image on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, basically, there's 4 direwolves now. Yeah.
Okay.
Mirror
Carrie?
image +1.
And two of us have protection from poison. So, guys, let us go first.
Yeah. I'm gonna lay hands on Matthew.
Alright.
And use what he needs out of my reserve.
You use 11.
Oh, hey, as my bonus action, because I still did have one bonus action left, I'm going to set down a pouch or 2 vials and say, hey, guys, antitoxin. It's 1 hour of advantage on poison saving throws. So there's 2 vials there.
As of right now, I can
Wait.
poison from 3 people if I don't use any more of my reserve.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Neil?
Yeah, can you specify why they get advantage of saving throws for vials?
I have 2 vials of antitoxin.
Uh-huh.
Antitoxin is a potion that gives you advantage on saving throws against poison for 1 hour.
I thought antitoxin was...
Anybody within a 10-foot radius of me gets a charisma modifier added to their bonus on their saving throws because of my aura of protection.
Oh.
Okay, your protection.
All right.
Forgot about that. I just hit level 6 like recently, so
I mean, hey, if y'all don't want the antitoxin, don't drink it. That shit was expensive. But still, I have it.
Yeah,
I'll take
as
one,
the last
but not
report,
use
that
it.
would be good to have.
If it's okay with you, I'll take one and just hold on to
you
it.
take one. And
I want it back if you don't use it because it really was expensive.
Absolutely. I will totally give it back if I don't use it, but I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Why would you save expensive 50 gold pieces? Come on.
He's a poor man.
Oh, is that it? Was I don't know. I feel like I gave more for it than that or whatever. But hey.
Okay. So Carrick, can you please repeat?
I will absolutely pay you back for it.
Okay. Carrick, could you please repeat what are you going to do in those 2 rounds?
I laid hands on Matthew.
Uh-huh.
And then basically, that's it.
So it's basically, you're preparing for the
Just
putting your
prepare
shield or
what comes.
okay.
So am I
the Dark Wolf will be with Karadok. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and Renisted is 8, divided by the number of hit points of each creature.
I wonder how fused those dire wolves would be if I started talking to them.
So let me roll how many wyverns go to attack you back. Well, 1d20 and roll 20. So that will be 2 more wyverns come down in front of you. And attack 2 of the wolves. 2 attacks are the wolves. And
So Caradoc and Tomric are in the front. The other 2 wolves are behind us, so we would be the 2 attacked.
Yeah. Okay. So you did not say to me that you were going to take a special position. So
I'm the alpha freaking wolf. Of course, I'm going to take.
Okay. But I am not saying as a whole, the whole group. So 1 on the front, 1 wyvern lands on the front, 1 wyvern lands on the back. 4 wolves, including you, are going for 1, and the other are going to be for the other, unless you want to run away and provoke attack of opportunities. Am I clear?
Nope. But I'm drunk.
Basically, one Weaver is going to try to get rid of the wolves, and the other one sees that feels that that thing is handled, is going to go for the others that are attacking the nest. So it's going to be for those who are behind. That includes the wizard, the monk, the paladin, and the ranger. So there are two groups.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm
the
in front
wolves
of these
one
two guys.
by themselves.
Sorry, first, Eric, what were you saying?
I'm in front of these other two guys.
In front of other two guys. So you are you're saying
Yeah,
Gerald,
I'm like right there in the front line.
Okay, so you will be with the wolves, and you're going to leave the other Weaver with only 3. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I'm okay. Eric has the dire wolves over here. He's leading that pack. The rest of us that are still human, I'm like trying to protect these two. I'm out in the front of them.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to protect the
Right. I'm trying to be the human shield.
The only one that I see needs protection and is asking for protection is the wizard dwarf. Unless he wants to go melee.
Well, I imagine he's probably like right behind me then.
Okay. So it's still on reach, but you're trying to protect.
Absolutely. I will hide behind you if I can.
Yeah. Okay, so if you want, we can keep the same initiative order. And I'm just going to add the other 2 wyverns in the same place.
Do you want just all the dire wolves to go on the one dire wolf's turn? So
yes. I'm not going to bother with any more rolls.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so Caradog, your turn.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the wyvern that just landed in front of me with advantage. Where are you, direwolf? 18 to hit.
It hits.
11 damage.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all. Direwolves don't get multi-attacks except for my special one.
Okay. Next one is Carrick. What are you going to do to the wyvern you have in front?
The one that I have right in front of me, I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
And I'm going to guess that an 8 does not hit.
Nope.
I'm going to attack him. Oh my god, I rolled a 1. A natural 1.
Roll athletics, please.
um... 10.
You managed to keep the sword at the last minute, but it that must drop. Because of that, you will not be able to give a good protection this round. Let's see if the wyvern attacks. Let's see who the wyvern attacks.
He's probably looking at me like I picked the wrong guy to protect me.
Okay. This one is the wyvern with the wolves and is going to attack. If he gets a 1, it's going for Carrick. He gets a 2, is going for the real direwolf. The rest is for the other 2. goes for Carrick. Is going to do both attacks towards Carrick.
Karik or Karadok?
Sorry, Karadok.
Okay.
17 and 24.
Oh yeah.
You take 11 for the first one,
Mm-hmm.
11 for the second one, and you're protected from poison.
Well, no, I still have to roll, but I
Okay.
have resistance. So hold on. So just give 1 second. So I took 11 damage on the first one, and then the second one was. How does it work? Just what does it say?
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
All right.
And he's within 10 feet of me, right?
No, he is not. Oh wait,
Oh, I natural
no.
20. I natural 20 that shit.
Oh,
Okay.
well, it doesn't matter then.
So is it even with that? Do I take half damage, or what is that? How does it work?
Total of 24 points of damage from the poison divided for the resistance to 12.
And further to another half because I made the save.
Yeah.
So DC 15 taking 24, halved and
6.
halved again, so 6.
Okay. The next one is the dire wolf, the wolves.
All the okay. So let's start with Talmeric. With advantage, he makes a 17 on his attack.
Yes, it hits.
He does 8 damage, but then you've got to do a DC 15 dex save.
Dex save. So it's a dex save for each one of them?
No, only Talmeric.
Okay. It failed.
So he's prone.
Okay.
The next dire wolf's going to attack and rolled 2 natural 20s. I kid you not. 19 points of damage.
Wait. So
Can I borrow your dice?
Yeah, no shit.
okay.
All right. And the last one will attack with advantage. Rolls a 24
Okay.
for 12 points of damage. So let's see. I did
The rate
19, 38, 50 points of damage myself. Beat that, assholes. I'm kidding.
One is
I'm kidding,
Elwin.
by the way.
Elwin.
I'm going to punch it.
Okay.
I rolled a 23, and it has to make a DC 14 con.
A con save. Con. 20. It saves.
You are rolling spectacular now.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You want me to tell the savings?
Oh no, I was not asking. I was just making a comment on.
You took the first one really quick, so that's not an excuse.
Yeah, I mean.
So the first one did 9 points of damage, and I rolled 17 on the next attack, and I did 9 points of damage on the first one and 15 points damage on the second one.
Oh, okay. 9 points in the first one, and the second one and the third one. Which one?
It was 5 points of damage.
Okay, so 14.
Natural 1 on my flurry of blows.
Roll athletics or you lose the hand.
Pardon me?
Roll athletics.
I'd rather do a save than an athletics.
Okay. Let me see what will happen if you roll a 1 on a punch.
Hmm. I rolled a 14 on athletics.
Yeah. You swing wide. You almost hit one of your teammates, but it's okay.
Yeah. I was doing flurry of blows, so I still get another attack on it.
Okay. Roll.
That's why I had them behind me, so I wouldn't throw my sword at them.
I rolled an 18 and he has to make a DC 14 dex save.
Dex save. 19.
Yeah. Took 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
So
And since you're asking a lot of questions about it, let me do this nice thing. And stop sharing and
Lanil, by the way, I forgot to do my concentration saves.
okay.
When you hit me, but I just did them and I made them. But I just want to be up front.
11. One is 11, the other one as well. So you roll, I think, is
Well,
10.
one, yeah. So one was 11 damage, which means I have to roll a 10. And on that
Okay.
one, I rolled a 13.
Okay.
The other one was 6 damage, which means I have to roll a
No,
10.
no. The second one is 11 points of damage and the damage of the poison.
11 points plus the damage of the poison.
See, so it will be 17.
Okay, so it's 17. All right. Well, I missed that. Hold on, just 1 second. That means I'm in a lot worse shape than I thought. 6 minus 11, 9. So that would mean that I had to roll 7. I would still have to roll a 10, which I did. I rolled an 18.
Okay. Next one is Elwin did all the attacks, right?
yeah, I did all my attacks.
Okay. The Weaver with you people is going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for in order. 1 for Kerrick, 2 for Elwin, 3 for Throak, and 4 for Ren. And 1d4. So it was for Elwin.
Okay.
And it's going to go with both attacks to him. 10 and 11.
Both those miss.
Okay. This one is Throak. What are you going to do?
Cast Tasha's terrible dad joke. And so let's.
So you are just kidding.
No, I'm gonna Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
Natural 20, baby. Except it's a save, but I felt really good that I rolled something. Crap.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom
Yeah, it's a whiz save. DC 14. I wasn't.
Man, I got so excited. What the hell?
Me
It
too.
fails.
But the damn wyvern finds the fact that I was excited about attacking it hilarious. Falls down prone. It has.
Yes.
Hold on. I have it. It is incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration. On each of it, at the end of its turn, and each time it takes damage, it gets to make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So, don't touch this one. Other one. He's not doing anything right now. He's just rolling on the ground.
Sure. The other one is about half health. So Next one is top of the round. Oh wait, Ren is going. I want the wizard to make a persuasion check,
All right.
and she's going to roll for Arcana. What is Arcana? Arcana.
3.
Arcana. Ooh. Let's
Wait,
go for
You wanted me to roll an Arcana check?
No, her. She is going to roll Arcana. Yeah, she knows the spell. I've seen some other get laughed about. So she's going to hold her attacks towards that one, and that's about it. Next, top of the round, Karadok, what are you going to do?
I am going to burn my last second level spell slot for some healing for myself. So I got 8 points of healing. That puts me at, oh, that's my temporary. That puts me at 9 plus 8, 17. Okay. And I think that's, hold on a second. Let me see if that was an action or a bonus action. One minute.
When I hear him obviously like yelp or whatever dire wolves do when they get attacked, I would instinctively look toward him to like see how bad off he is.
Okay, that's a bonus action, so I can still do my attack. So I will do my attack.
Okay.
Dire Wolf with advantage, 14 to hit.
It hits.
And I do 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Rick, your turn. Do you want to go to turn and check?
Yeah, I just kind of look over to see like how bad a shape he's in.
Roll an insight.
Wouldn't that be medicine?
Oh wait. Yeah, because it's not. Since I do not play gore, it's more like exhaustion.
Okay.
But you go ahead and roll medicine or insight.
Inside, I got a 20. If it's medicine, I've got a 23.
Karadok, how wanted.
I have health for days. Just because this form is hurting doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So you seem that he's entertained enough not to bother about his exhaustion level.
And how far am I from the one that's over there in front of him?
That would be 30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move over to it.
Wait. It's a large creature, so 2 squares, but the dark walls are large as well, so it's you can get in one of the corners. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. And I got a 17.
It's
I'm going to expend a spell slot for my Divine Smite. That's and I do 13 damage.
okay.
And I'm gonna attack it again. Ooh, is 12 enough?
No, it fails. Next one is that one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets right now, so it's going to. What is the? Okay. 2. In order of initiative, Karadok again. 14 and 22.
Oh, okay. It's going to hit me. 14 and 22. I think both hit.
Both hit. Okay, so the first one is going to be 11 damage. The second one is going to be 11 damage and saving throw 15 DC against poison.
Okay, just 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna drop out of form, but let me do my saving throw. So I did not make my saving throw.
So 12 points of damage.
So I did. So you did 11, 11, and 12. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta do some math here. Go calculator. 18 minus 11 minus 12. 16. Okay. 48 minus 16. All right. So I dropped out of form. And some of that damage carried over. And I need to do 2 con checks. Let's see. One of them's at 10. One of them is at 11. So let me do those real quick. Made the first one, made the second one. So I maintained concentration on my animals, but I have reverted to my natural form.
Carrick, is your turn. Oh, wait. It's the direwolf's turn.
Okay. So we'll start with Tomric, of course. This beast is still prone from last time or not?
No, because
Yeah,
you have used your movement to stand up, unless it's grappled. That I don't think so.
All right, cool. So 13 to hit.
13. That just hits.
10 piercing.
10 piercing.
And he needs to do a DC 15 dex save.
It fails.
It's prone.
Okay.
And next one, natural 20. 12 points of piercing damage. The last one, a modified 20, 8 points of piercing damage.
So, it's really panting.
All right.
Elwin, what are you going to do?
So the dwarf told me not to hit that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go over to the other one and punch it.
Okay. You have enough movement.
Yeah. 18.
It's
Oh wait, no, it's still prone. No, I didn't get a critical. 6 points of damage.
are you hitting to subdue or to kill?
To subdue because we need 2 wyverns, so
Okay, so it with 6 points is enough, and it goes unconscious.
yeah. So I basically just come over, walk over there, and just give it one big punch in the back of the head, and it just drops.
Okay, that's how you did.
That's what I'm talking about. You fight just like that from now on.
Is that the one in front of me?
Yeah.
Yes. And the next one is the wyvern at your back, or the other wyvern is going to try. Is wisdom for the laughter?
Yes, sir. DC 14.
It makes it and is going to stand.
That's at the end of its turn.
Okay. So
End of
it
its turn.
loses. Okay. And the next one is Tarok. Troak.
So in that case, since he's standing up right here next to me, I'll go ahead and cast Toll the Dead. DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. It fails.
7 damage.
14. 7 damage. Okay. The round, Karadok. Oh wait, did you make the saves, concentration saves?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Your turn.
All right. What do I want to do? Just a second. Used all that up. It's prone right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that means
Oh,
automatic.
wait.
Yes.
Yeah, it's prone.
Prone. So
Yeah,
that means
end of its
automatic
turn.
failure to dex save, correct or no?
No.
I think it's disadvantage
Yes.
to strengthen
Prone.
dex saves.
Prone condition, all it says is disadvantage on attack rolls and advantage on things attacking it. It doesn't say anything about dexterity saves.
That's right.
Okay.
Sorry, I was thinking about incapacitated because it's while it's under the effect, it's incapacitated and prone.
Okay. Oh, it's incapacitated as well. Is that what you're saying?
It was. It's not anymore.
Okay. So
Incapacitated and prone. It's now only prone.
okay. Make a dex save at disadvantage. DC 13.
It failed.
It is now fairy fired, which means as long as I'm. Oh, hold up. Stop. Nope. Didn't do that.
Why disadvantage?
It would have been disadvantage had I done that, but had I done that, I would have done another concentration spell, which I do not want to do. Therefore, retcon, I'm going to run over and hit it melee.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No. You stop touching the piece. You already made the spell. Sorry.
Oh, I did make the spell. All right.
No. Wait. Roll a wisdom check.
A
And I'll
wisdom.
let
Okay.
see, with a DC 15, and if you pass, I will let you change.
Nope, I failed.
So you made the spell.
Okay. In that case, two of the dire wolves disappear. However, the creature is now fairy fired, which means all
It can
attacks.
fly.
Huh?
It can fly.
No, all
Fairy.
attacks against it are at advantage.
Okay, you didn't understand the reference, but okay.
Yeah, no, I did, but I didn't laugh because I just lost two fucking dire wolves. So it's fairy fired, and that's my turn.
Okay, Carrick, your turn. You see the creature glowing in which color?
Pink.
Pink color, but it's prone, but it's not laughing anymore.
All right, yeah, I'm going to attack it,
Okay.
and I got 12 with my first attack,
Fails.
and my
that was with advantage.
Oh, with
wait a minute.
advantage.
You've got
Okay,
advantage on all of these.
Okay, so I got 19, and I'm
hits.
going to expend my last spell slot, my last first level spell slot for my Divine Smite. So that's 9, 17, 24 points of damage.
Wow.
Yes, I've finally rolled high.
Okay. That's the first
I
attack.
do
The
do that
second one.
occasionally.
You still have your second attack, don't you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because yeah. Okay, so my second attack. Um, 15 hits,
Yes.
and I do 8 damage.
8. That would be okay. Okay. Next one is the Dire Wolf.
Okay. And we've got 2 of these things trussed up right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
It
can
does not.
kill.
It
So
does
I,
not.
so I
It
can
does,
kill this one. 21 to hit.
yeah, it hits.
11 points of damage. Make a DC
It's
15.
already prone.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yep. That's it.
Okay. Basically, you can kill it if you want to, but it does not say anywhere that you will have to. You can still go and sell it if you find some way to bring it back. I remember you that you have 3 cards, 3 wagons,
All right.
and
Let's
but 2
let's
cage.
let's let's trust that sucker up between me and the dire wolf.
I-
We can keep it subdued.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Tie it up.
Dire wolf.
And I
will-
say that on the basis that it's 11:45 p.m. and I don't have energy to keep going for much longer.
Okay, let's finish then here to get a better grasp of the story. You managed to kill or subdue this one.
I'm if I manage with my
We're not going to roll. I just need to know what are you going to do. Kill it or just make it put it in conscious.
Subdue it.
I'm gonna knock it out if I do that on my attack.
Yeah, okay. So basically, each one of you gets 10 points of damage just because, but you managed to subdue it. And
So I need somebody to bring me back to life because I'm in the process of dying.
I
Yeah,
have cure wounds on him.
Well,
yes!
you don't even have to do that. I got 40 good berries. 40. 40.
No, only
40 points of
29.
health.
You have 29.
And I
I could
can-
just lay hands on him.
without thinking on it, I kept my reputation of putting at least one character down. Thank you.
Good job.
I can give
At
him
least I can
up
keep
to
you-
19. I can give him up to 19 health.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, I can give
bring
them
it
up to
back.
40 health, and it costs me nothing.
Yeah.
bring
I
it
just
back.
need 9. I just need 9.
Give them a
Don't fight
good
about bringing
berry
it back. 1. Give me 1.
because I'm currently holding your. Yeah. I feed him a good berry because I'm holding your stash.
Okay, so I want you to make each one of you make a DC 15 investigation check. If you get a natural 20, I will tell you what happens.
How about nature?
No, investigation. Maybe survival. I can allow survival.
All right.
I
17.
got a 23.
6 survival.
Yeah. Put it on the chat.
I got 9.
So 9, 6, 23, and 17. Okay, you find 2x, and you find in the caves you find dead, sorry, skeletons. With some of them are humanoid. Uh, I mean, they're crushed, but you identify the skulls. And under the bones, you could just see that there is about, let me roll for it. There is about there is money, gems, and some stuff in there. And I will roll it and post it later because we are going to wrap up. But you find a set of two sets of bracers and two pairs of boots.
I cast detect magic.
Me too.
Yeah, the I wish. Yeah, for 2x you got 2x, so 200 each.
Oh, so I'm sorry, 3,400 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Both bracers are magical, and oh, the boots are not, but they're fancy.
Okay. Oh, bracers are magical. Those are just good-looking boots. I turn to the dwarf because everyone doesn't remember your name. Do you know a spell to identify?
Even if I did, my dad took all my money, so I don't even have to have the pearl to help me identify stuff.
Okay. So, have to take the bracers back to Aluminum. But, I know a person in the guild that can identify. He's a little weird, but he's good at what he does.
Yeah, who would you be talking about? Come on. Okay, so you take all that thing back, put it on the carts. You take the 3 alive, and takes 1 day, 2 days to go back to the camp again. You punch again the wyverns when they're waking up, so they go unconscious again.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say, put the two wyverns that showed up at the end. They were both males, right?
One was roll for the other one, 1d100.
41.
That was a female.
Okay. Gonna put the one male and one of the females in the cage.
Okay. So you got 2 females and 1 male. And you turn back, and the merchants are astonished, amazed, and they praise your work. They bring another cage that come on when you were away, and put the wyvern inside that, and they thank you and they give you their money. The money, that's 3,400 gold pieces for you to share between you four, and they ask you, they are willing to pay you 50 gold pieces to on a wait. What would you do with that? They are asking you with all that money that they gave you to please for free go back to the city and inform the merchants about what you did, and they give you an envelope, a card, letter to send to them.
Mm. If no one else is offering to do it, Ellen would do it.
The card would do it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yeah.
most of us would.
Yeah.
I'm heading back to town anyway. I've gotta see a guy about learning some new.
That's right, because you leveled up.
And
Speaking
yes.
of which, did any of the tier 2 folks get anything extra?
Actually, he gets the same amount of experience points that we do.
Yes. So, you all did well. You were kind enough to keep some alive. So I will give the full 2 XP for each one of you. And inspiration to, let's see, Carrick and Elwin get inspiration because they did not roll for that. Okay, I want to give inspiration because in the games I have been forgetting to give inspiration. So I'm going to roll 4d100, and if I get under 50 for each one in order of initiative, you get inspiration. And another 2. The last one will be, yeah. The wizard do not get inspiration, sorry. No, you all get inspiration. Just because I keep forgetting about that. And I'm
We
going
took
to
out like
close this.
5 wyverns, and,
Yeah.
and no one really got too hurt other than a level 1 wizard. So come on.
Yeah,
Who did
I
survive?
think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
So, yeah, you
surprised
guys
we
each
were
get
able to take 2 of them on at one time.
Yeah, it was nice being able to be able to push that pause button for that.
Okay.
So we're gonna when we
So
get back
Thorak
to
took a half
Luma.
share because so little. He took a half share, the 400 gold. So you each get 1,000.
Okay.
Because he is the low level guy, it would only make sense that he would get less than half of what you guys did. He did a hell of a lot less work.
It is not for the DM to decide. It is up to you guys.
Yeah, and Aowen took the bracers to Aircrest because he knows he can identify.
Okay, so let me describe a little bit more of the bracers. The bracers are made of crystal, a really strange, sturdy crystal. And when he looks at them, he's waving her hands and looking deeply through those. He sees that they're a set of defense. Protection. I forgot the name. Bracers of protection.
Mhm.
And the other one is bracers of archery. Unless I'm wrong, and those other are really rare.
No, I don't think
No,
they're-
bracers of archery are uncommon.
Yeah. And so defense are +2 AC if you're not wearing armor and not using a shield.
Yeah. So basically, they're made for monks.
Yeah. And
Go.
when you look at them, Heracles does not see this, but after he identifies it and cleans it up, he points out some strange writing, and the writing is in Druidic, and when the defense says defense, and the archery says archery.
Nice. All right. So, kind of like I think we've done in others, unless folks want to do it here. If somebody's taking those, I think they need to give up some of their gold for it, and we could like post it in a group event page, right?
And the fancy boots are 10 gold pieces the pair. Worth. I mean, really fancy. There are for boots for somehow they got there. They are for celebration and events and stuff like that.
Caradoc looks at them, starts to try and put them on. They go over one toe, and he goes, I think I'll pass.
Yeah. So,
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. This was really fun. Good group, good game. Lanil, clap, clap, clap. Awesome job. I'm calling it a night.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
I want to wrap it up now. Then, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing, and let's hope to see each other again. This took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days plus coming from Illumina and going back.
so 11 days, because it was 3 days there and 3 days back.
And it's placed 2 days after the last event. Oh wait, it since no one of you came from went to the last one, so it's 2 days after the last one of the resource gathering.
Yeah, I have no idea how that fits.
It's simultaneous to the previous one that Eric ran.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's leave it like that. Thank you and goodbye.